Started, I do want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any asset. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. So please do your own research before investing in any asset. All right, let's get into today's video. And I just wanted to let you know that in today's video, we're going to be going over all of the important market news that you need to know for Wednesday, including the inflation data and some other very important economic news that came out today. We're also going to go over your stocks, including Tesla, AMC, and Mullen Automotive. So let's get into it. Let me go ahead and close this out, and we will start with our market news. Okay, the first thing I wanted to let you guys know about is that gas prices have continued to go up. They are now rising into the highest levels that they have been since the oil embargo of the late 1970s and early 1980s. It was actually during, that's if you include inflation, okay, inflation adjusted, gas prices the highest they've been since the oil embargo of the late 70s. Now, it was during that same period in the late 1970s, early 1980s, when inflation was last as high as it is today also. And of course, at that time, the Fed had to raise interest rates to 20% to stop inflation. And that caused multiple recessions over about a 10-year period. So the Fed will have to raise interest rates significantly higher than where they are today if they're going to get inflation under control. You know, a 2% Fed funds rate just is not going to cut it. It's not nearly enough to stop an 8% inflation. Even if inflation comes down to, say, 3 or 4%, it's still way too low. The Fed funds rate would have to be 16% to stop an 8% inflation rate, or 4% to stop a 2% inflation rate. I mean, that's exactly what happened in the late 1970s, early 1980s. We get 15%, 20%. So don't be surprised if the Fed raises interest rates much higher than what they are predicting this year. Now, I do want to show you this also. Let's see if we can pull it up. There we go. So the CME futures are now pricing in a 66% chance of a 50 basis point rate hike at the May meeting, and only a 34% chance of a 25 basis point rate hike at the May meeting. Keep in mind that when the Fed spoke, they said they were going to do 25 basis point rate hike. CME futures are now calling BS and saying, no, you're actually going to have to do a 50 basis point rate hike. Now, the bond markets are also pricing this in. If we take a look at the U.S. 10-year Treasury, it is up to 2.4%, which is the highest level it has been at in years. Basically, the Fed is coming out saying they expect inflation to be, or not inflation, the interest rates to be at 1.9% by the end of the year. The bond markets, of course, are pricing in something much higher than that. Me, Kevin, thinks this is going to reach 3% very soon here. And, you know, I would not be surprised to see it hit 3% very soon. It's definitely on its way. Now, the next thing I need to talk about are mortgage rates, because boy, oh boy, guys, this is not good news at all. Very important we talk about this. So let me slow down and kind of go over some things real fast. What's going on with the mortgage rates right now is they are surging much faster than expected. And that's prompting economists to lower their home sales forecast. Now, as home sales slow, that will lower demand, which in turn will cause housing prices to fall. Now, as home prices fall, that's going to cause people who purchased homes, say in the last 2 years, you know, all these people that are buying homes way above the asking price, they are all going to be upside down in their homes, meaning they will owe more in their homes than their homes are worth. Now, if this sounds familiar, it's because it's the exact same situation we had in 2007, right before the Great Recession. As I've said in prior videos, very different circumstances as far as what's causing this, yet the end result is the same. So this is something that we're really going to have to keep our eyes on, because it looks like the housing bubble is about to burst. All right, let's go on to other important news. Let's talk about student loans. Student loan payments have been frozen for the past 2 years. Now, those payments will start again in May, which will reduce consumer buying power and in turn should cause lower demand, eventually lower profits for companies as they sell less goods. So earnings on certain companies could suffer once student loan payments become due again. We're not going to actually see that for probably about another 3 to 6 months, when probably not this quarterly earnings, but the next quarterly earnings. So just keep in mind, this could be another trigger for a recession in 2023 as earnings start to come down, because ultimately that's what we need to see is earnings come down before we really get into a recession. And right now, I don't think earnings are going to start coming down for at least another 6 months. So it's still, we got a lot of catching up to do from all of the higher prices from all the inflation before we start to really see demand go down and earnings go down as well. So just keep in mind that this is another thing we're going to have to keep our eyes on that could cause earnings to go down in about 6 months. Okay, before we get to the actual, the rest of what I want to talk about, the actual stocks, let me get into QQQ real fast. I just want to do a little bit of technical analysis on the markets. So, QQQ, if you didn't know, is up massively over the past, week and a few days. This is really impressive. The technicals are now 100% bearish. 4 out of 4 technicals are not bearish, bullish. 4 out of 4 technicals are now bullish on the stock market right now. So 100% bullish confirmation. We are going up. The question is, how much? Well, let me tell you something. I'm looking at this, and it's just, something doesn't sit right with me. It feels like this bear market is over, but other countries are clearly in a recession, such as Russia and actually China. They won't admit it, but they are. The U.S. economy is going to start to slow down as the Fed raises interest rates, student loan payments become due, gas prices start to hurt people. I mean, the economy is going to start slowing down. We may not see it right away, but it's going to happen. Same with the housing prices are going to cause that as well. So it just does not make sense to me for this bear market to be over yet. Now, keep in mind that QQQ remains below the 100-day EMA. Now, I'm not sure if you guys got a chance to see the video that came out. Well, it's supposed to come out yesterday, but it came out, ended up like a couple hours ago. If you didn't know, YouTube had some major issues yesterday. They were down, a lot of outages. Videos weren't processing. They weren't encoding. They weren't going live. So the video actually took almost not quite 18 hours, maybe 16 hours to actually show up after I uploaded it. So if you missed yesterday's video, you can go watch it. It's the regular video back there. But anyway, what I talked about in that video is how if you go back and you look at the 2018 bear market we had, that the NASDAQ specifically continuously bounced off of the 100-day EMA. It bounced off the 100-day EMA like 3 or 4 times before we finally got out of that bear market. And we are approaching the 100-day EMA now. The 100-day EMA is $360. So I think there's a good chance we get up to $360 maybe tomorrow. And then that's like the top. And then we start going back down from there. I would be shocked to see the markets reach a new all-time high at this time. There's just too many things pointing to the economy slowing down. I really think we're near the top of this short-term recovery, but I could be wrong. I mean, look, the markets can stay irrational for long periods of time. So I can make all the predictions in the world. At the end of the day, a market's going to do what the market's going to do. But you have to make a prediction, because if you don't predict, you can never invest in the stock market. Well, you can, you're just going to blindly follow people. So every single time you make a prediction, every single time you buy a stock, you are predicting it's going to go up. Like, nobody buys a stock predicting it's going to go down, right? It's ridiculous. So you have to make predictions in order to invest in the stock market. So my prediction, which could be wrong, is that this bull run we've seen over the last week and a half is nearing an end. I think we're about to run out of steam on it. So that's my prediction, but again, I could be wrong. Let's just take a look at, oh, by the way, QQQ is a NASDAQ 100 ETF. Now let's take a look at SPY real fast. And this is an S&P 500 ETF. Now, SPY even looks more bullish than the NASDAQ does. But SPY is also about to hit very strong resistance at around $455, or about 1% above Wednesday's closing price. And guess what? DIA, which is a Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF, same thing. It's about to hit strong resistance at $356, or about 2% above Wednesday's closing price. So that's how the technicals look. The technicals showing a very strong recovery over the past 2 weeks, but they're all about to hit very strong resistance with a lot of reasons for this bear market to continue. So that's kind of where we're at. Remember, as I've said previously, that bear markets don't go straight down. They zigzag. They go down, up, down, up, down, up. We're clearly in a period of up. But look, we had this down period and then an up period and then a down period, up period, down period, up period. I think we're about to get to another down period. But, I could be wrong. I watched Meet Kevin today, and he said the same thing. There's no way this bear market's over. We're definitely going to have another down period sometime next 3 weeks, and I completely agree with that. Okay, that's the technical analysis. Before I go any further real fast, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you go to stockcurry.vip/Webull, I wanted to let you know that Webull is currently offering their best promotion ever right now. If you sign up using my link in the description below and deposit just $1, Webull is going to give you 5 free stocks worth up to $9,600. I have never seen any broker do this before. You get up to $9,600 in free stocks. All you have to do is open an account and deposit at least $1. That's it. But you have to use my link to do that, and you have to sign up before the end of this month. You only have a few days left to sign up and take advantage of that offer. After that, it's done. It's over. Keep in mind that it does take a few days to actually get your account open and get the money deposited. So if you're interested in that, I would sign up right now. Otherwise, you might not have time to actually open your account, get that dollar deposited, and get your up to $9,600 in free stocks. 5 free stocks total. Okay, that's my little plug for Webull. Let's get into the individual stock picks. And first up is going to be AMC. Let's go over to AMC here, guys. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. So AMC ran up a massive 15% today. All right, look, 15% is amazing. Now, there was a news article that came out earlier today saying that AMC was running up because it's starting to short squeeze. All right, fine. That's what the news said. Let's go look at the facts and see what's really going on with AMC. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Ortex right now. And on Ortex, this is our chart. This little yellowish orange line you guys see here, that is the AMC utilization. Now, if you guys don't know what utilization is, utilization means the number of shares available to borrow versus how many shares have actually been borrowed. So the way it works when you're shorting a stock is you can't just randomly short a stock. It's called naked short selling. It's illegal. I mean, you could, but it's illegal. Now, the way it's supposed to work is you have to take somebody who already owns shares, and then they will lend those shares to a short seller. There's a certain number of shares that are available for short sellers to borrow, and once all of those shares have been borrowed, that's it. You're maxed out. So the way that's called is the utilization. Utilization is the percentage of shares that have been borrowed versus how many shares are actually available to borrow. And as you can see, for the past couple of weeks now, AMC has been at 100% utilization, meaning that there are no shares left available to borrow, period. That's it, 100% utilization. Now, Ortex is only one website. Let's head over to Fintel. And on Fintel, we can see that for AMC, there are 0 shares left available to borrow. 0 shares, meaning every single available share has been borrowed on AMC. Now, we're going to ignore, just for the sake of this video, we're going to ignore synthetic shorts, naked shorts, all the illegal crap. We're just going to pretend like everybody's 100% legal in AMC. The fact is this. Is AMC short squeezing right now? No, not at all. Not even close. Not a single share has been returned. Not one single share. This is not a short squeeze at all. So ignore the lies when people say AMC is short squeezing. It just absolutely is not true. Okay? AMC was up another 10% after hours. Look, guys, here's the other thing I want to point out. AMC is at, it's about $20 after hours. This is very important. I'm going to go back over to Ortex real fast. And on Ortex, there is something called the average days on loan. Pull that up right here. And the average days on loan currently is 79 days. Okay, I can't go back to 79 days. But we can just estimate 79 days, about what, 20 days in a trading cycle. So you're going back about 4 months. Let's go see where AMC was priced 4 months ago. And how do I do 4 months ago? Well, let's see. What is today? Today is the 22nd, call it. So let's go back to like December 22nd. It's just a rough estimate, guys. December 22nd, AMC was trading at, there we go. Whoa, there we go. December 22nd, AMC closed at $28.68. So what that means is the average short seller got in at $28.68. So short sellers, even at $20, short sellers are still in the money. Short sellers will not be losing money on this trade until AMC gets above $29. So this AMC doesn't even have a chance to short squeeze until it hits $29. So I just want to let you guys know about that. AMC is so far away from a short squeeze at this point in time being funny. It would have to go up a lot more, probably 40% before you even start the short squeeze on AMC. So yes, this run up is amazing, but I mean, look at the chart, guys. This you can't even see that. I mean, this looks huge, but in reality, it's so tiny. So guys, no, AMC is not short squeezing, not even close. Don't believe those lies. Not happening. All right, next stock I want to talk about is what do we want to get to next? Okay, I'm going to save Mullen Automotive because I know a lot of people want to talk about that one. Let's go to Tesla first. I got some pretty cool news on Tesla today. Again, another stock running up 8% today. Tesla officially opened their Germany plant on Wednesday. Now, they said they opened the plant at a very small scale, and they plan to grow the plant's productivity up to 500,000 vehicles within a few years. Now, the stock rose 8% today on that news. Tesla is now up, you ready for this? 30% in the last 6 days. Guys, I'm not kidding you. 30% in 6 days. That is insane. It's also completely unsustainable. Now, if you're looking for Tesla and trying to figure out should you buy in, get FOMO or whatever. FOMO, if you guys don't know, is fear of missing out. Look, no. Tesla, I really think it's going to top out soon in the short term, and it's going to come back down. Now, I don't think it's going to come down very far, okay? But after a 30% run in 6 days, people are going to get ready to take profits on TSLA. So I expect TSLA is going to drop back down to at least the $930 level, which would be this long-term upward trend line. If you don't know how long this upward trend line has been going on for, it's been going on for about 2 years now. So I think TSLA would drop down to at least $930. So, you know, $930 is where I would be looking to buy in if you wanted to buy into TSLA, but I would not FOMO at the current price. No reason to buy it for $1,000 when you could buy it for $930. So I would just wait for TSLA to come back down a little bit. Yes, the news is great. It is bullish, but it's this run is not going to last. We're going to have a little bit of a pullback as people take profits. Okay? Now, the next one I want to talk about is MULN, and then we're going to get to your stock picks. So let's get to MULN real fast. And man, we got to talk about this. MULN was only up 3% today, but was up another 2% after hours. Let's talk about it. I want you guys to look at this Fibonacci. Forget my line. I'm going to turn off these EMAs for a second because they're just kind of making the chart crazy. So if you look at MULN, we got a nice rise here. Look at this. Look at this nice rise we got, okay? This is a beautiful, beautiful rise. Very strong, great momentum, very bullish, okay? We also have very strong resistance here at the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. So we're really struggling to get above this fib level. I really still think that MULN will get to the 61.8% at $5.80. However, the $7.46 level at 50%, most people are going for that. Normally, stocks will rise to the 50% level, but there's no guarantees. This 61.8% level is going to be very strong resistance on MULN. So I personally don't know if it's going to get above this level. However, I do think we can at least get to there. Now, that said, I want to show you what's going on with MULN because I got some really cool news for it. Let's pull up Ortex, And go check out the utilization on this guy. Guys, check this out. If we look at the utilization on MULN, that's our orange line. Yesterday, we were at 100% utilization. Today, we're down to 78%. What does that mean? That means that about 21% of short sellers have now returned their shares. Okay. Now, as short sellers start to return their shares, they start to cover because they're losing money. You know what that's called? It's called a short squeeze. Let's just go confirm over here on Fintel. And we see that the number of shares available to borrow is now up to 2,500,000. That's way higher than the 0 that it was at a few days ago. So yeah, MULN is currently experiencing a short squeeze. It is at the beginnings of a short squeeze. Let's go look at the days to cover on MULN. That'll give us a better idea as far as how long this might last. And our days to cover based on current volume, 0.19. So this short squeeze could be over very, very fast. There's no reason why the short squeeze might not be over tomorrow or the next day. So great momentum on the technicals in the middle of a short squeeze, but do look out for MULN to top out sometime this week. Okay, wanted to let you know about that. Now, that said, what am I doing on it? Let me go ahead and pull up my Twitter real fast so I can show you guys, and we'll go over to my profile. Let's come down here. Woo! Here it is. What did we do? We bought a MULN vertical credit bull put spread. I think MULN is hitting resistance on the fib. I just talked about that. I think it's ready to break above it tomorrow. Just talked about that. So I sold a $3.50, $4 credit bull put spread. I have a $15 max loss per contract. I opened 10 contracts, by the way. So $150 max loss, a $35 max profit per contract, a $350 max gain because of my 10 contracts. I'll show you what that looks like on the chart here. And so basically, my break even is $3.65. But if MULN closes at or above $4 on, what do I got? April 14th there. If MULN closes at or above $4, we make a max profit of $350 because, again, I got 10 contracts. If it closes below $3.50, I have a max profit of, or max loss of $150 because, again, 10 contracts. But I don't have to hold it till April 14th, nor will I. I actually plan on selling it either tomorrow or the next day, sometime this week, once I think MULN will top out here. Okay, so that's what's going on. All right, that's everything I wanted to talk about today, guys. Now for the fun stuff, let's get into your stock picks. And again, thank you guys so much for joining me. What I'm going to do is scroll to the top of the comments, and we'll start going through these and talk about whatever it is you guys want to talk about. As I'm going through these comments real fast, I just want to let you know, if you ever have problems where the YouTube video doesn't come out like it did yesterday, go check Rumble. Please just go subscribe to me on Rumble because I cross-post all of my videos on Rumble. The Rumble video went up yesterday on time. It was up at its normal time yesterday. So everybody on Rumble got to see this video like 16 hours before anybody on YouTube saw it. So if you ever don't see a video from me, go check Rumble. It's rumble.com/stockcurry. That's where you'll get the all of my videos are cross-posted there if you ever don't see it. Okay. While you're looking at that and subscribing over there, let me go through your comments and figure out what's going on here. Okay, you guys want to talk about NEO? Let's go talk about NEO real fast. I'll tell you this, not quite as bullish as the others, but still doing pretty good. Up, 7.45%. Now, that said, take a look at this line here. We are right at resistance. Just like the rest of the stock market, everything's at resistance right now. We'll have to see if it can break through or not. Down a little bit in the after hours. Who knows? I don't know if it's going to break resistance or not. It's still kind of a wait and see. Take a look at the EMAs. We have bullish on the RSI, bullish on the MACD, bullish on the candles, and not quite bullish on the EMAs yet. So 3 out of 4 bullish on the NIO. So 3 out of 4 bullish, right at strong resistance. You know, it could go either way. No idea if it's going to break above or not. No guarantees. Very, very risky on NAO right now. If you're looking to play it, maybe go long and short at the same time. Something like a straddle or something would probably be the way I would play NAO. So thank you so much for asking about that. Let's go to some of the others that, you know, trying to figure out what maybe more than one person has talked about. All right, let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Rich, thank you so much for using the Webull link to sign up. Guys, just to let you know, Webull, oh my gosh, they got the coolest promotion, guys. So once you sign up for Webull, you can then go and promote Webull to like your own friends and family. And right now, at the same time, they're running this crazy 5-stock promotion. Every single person that you personally refer, they're giving you, 10 free stocks. So not only do you get 5 free stocks worth up to $9,600, but when you refer somebody, you also get 10 free stocks for every single person you refer. So just unbelievable deals on Webull right now. Rich, thank you so much for signing up, and I hope you're able to refer some people as well and get even more free stocks. Again, all those promotions end at the end of this month. Okay, should this be titled "What to Know for Wednesday"? Yeah, it should. I'll fix it. Thank you. Late at night here, I'll fix it after the stream is over. Thank you so much. I don't know why. All day today, I thought today was Wednesday, and I thought tomorrow was Thursday. It happens, when you've got a newborn and you're just tired all the time. That's not at all what I wanted to show. When you're just tired all the time, man, I don't know what to say, man. This little guy makes me so tired nonstop, but so worth it. Love him to death. Greatest blessing in the world, I tell you what. Okay, I don't see a lot of duplicates, like something more than one people are talking about. Let's see. Okay, so I got a couple of people asking about GME. I don't know where the little question came up, but we'll just talk about it. Okay, GME. Let's go into it. So wow, GME up 30%, another 16% after hours. Guys, I haven't looked at this in a while, so let's just I'll show you how I can do some quick and dirty analysis. Let's start with the technicals. We are bullish on the RSI, bullish on the MACD with a golden cross, bullish on the candle, obviously. However, not quite bullish on the EMAs yet. So 3 out of 4 bullish on the technicals. Let's go look at the news real fast. Obviously, all meme stocks are kind of running up together or whatever. I want to know about GME specifically. Reddit poster touts shares at a 58% discount. Nothing new. Reddit's been talking about GME. But why? Why GME? Retail. So really no news. No news on GME. It's just retail people buying it. Yeah, I literally have no news. It's just retail buyers. Okay. This kind of momentum is impossible to predict and impossible to make any sort of prediction on because, retail, as soon as the FOMO is over, it comes back down. So can't talk about that, but let's go over to Ortex. Let's take a look at our, see what Ortex got for GME, and this will give us a little bit better idea as far as, short or whatever. Wait, why are we still on this one? I want to go GME, GameStop. Okay. Loading. Let's head it over shorts. Utilization at 100%. This has not been that way in a while. Look at that. Woo, we pegged at 100% for, a month now. Let's just go over to Fintel and verify that this is in fact, whoops, not Jim. My goodness. GME. Let's go make sure this is in fact correct. Wow, GameStop. Where are you at? US GameStop. There you are. Shorts. Let's see what we got for, yeah, so 0 shares, 20,000, basically 100% utilization. So good confirmation on that. And let's see what else we've got. So 100% utilization, that's all you need to know. But here's the question. Is it short squeezing? No, not at all, because not a single short seller has returned any shares. We're still at 100% utilization. Same exact thing with AMC. Let's go look at the average days on loan. And we are at 66. This puts us a little over 3 months. So let's go back about 3 months and see where GME was trading at back then. Today's the 22nd, so we'll go back to, what would it be? February, January, kind of December-ish area. Yeah, somewhere around here. So GME is about $150. So, short sellers are still in the money. Until GME gets above $150, short sellers are still going to be profitable on this play. Now, it's $143 after hours, so certainly getting close, but not quite there yet. So GME cannot even start a short squeeze until it gets well above $150. It's not there yet. All this is retail traders buying in, hoping to trigger a short squeeze, kind of like what happens back here. This was the only true short squeeze on GME, the only one. Everything else was just retail buyers buying. So failed short squeeze, failed short squeeze, failed. And who knows? Maybe we'll succeed, maybe we won't. But got to be to a minimum of $150 before this actually short squeezes. So there you go. That's GME. All right, let's see what else we got. I'm just trying to see if anybody else is talking about anything. Oil stocks, let's talk about that real fast. Do I think oil will go higher? Let's go see what we got for oil right now. Oil is really hard to predict. Oil is back up to, what is this, 100? Let me get this smaller so we can see it. So oil is at 117. So we had this big spike, a fall, another rise up. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with oil. Oil started spiking up again a few days ago after the European Union started getting real serious about possibly cutting off Russian gas. But, in my experience, when the commodities markets spike up, and they do spike up for good reasons, at some point they fall, and they fall hard and fast. So I have no idea where oil is going to go from here. But what I do know is that when it is ready to drop, it will drop hard and fast. So that's all I know about oil. I have no idea if it's going to continue going up from now. But I hate to buy in after something's already run up with pretty much all of the catalyst already priced in. Like, that's just FOMO at that point. I would much rather buy in once we have a clear indication on it coming down or whatever. Oh yeah, let's talk about BBIG, guys, because a lot of people have been talking about this one. This is another retail one that a lot of people are jumping into. 0%. Come on, guys. BBIG literally did nothing today. I don't even know what to make about that. A doji candle, by the way, this candle right here, it's called a doji. We actually have 2 dojis in a row. That candle indicates that buyers and sellers are fighting. Like, nobody knows what to do with it. Buyers and sellers don't know whether to buy it or sell it. It's really interesting. So literally, BBIG has zero indication on whether it's going to go up or down. You literally cannot predict this. So why did BBIG run up anyway? Probably just retail buyers, but we'll go take a look at Ortex real fast and see what we've got for our BBIG. 100% utilization, but let me just pull that up. And it's been pegged at 100% forever. So literally just retail buyers buying, but it does not look anywhere near as strong as AMC, GME, and was the other, Mullen Automotive. Mullen, AMC, and GME look way stronger than BBIG does. This is quite frankly, I'm not going to say it's a dud, but compared to those other ones I just mentioned, it basically is a dud. So not the one that I would personally invest in if I was going to try to do a momentum play on a possible short squeeze. All right, let's see what else. Talked about all those. Baba, yeah, let me talk about this real fast because I actually closed a position on BABA today. So BABA, I talked about this in, I hate to say it, yesterday's video that came out today, like after the markets closed. But anyway, what Alibaba did is they basically did increased their share buyback. So they're now buying back a lot more shares, like 25 billion, I think it is. They increased it to. So it was 15 billion. They increased it to 25 billion. So up 10 billion. That's why it jumped up today. Back when BABA was up about 13%, though, I actually closed out my position. And let me pull up Twitter and see where we actually closed to this at. That was Mullen. Okay, here we go. So I closed it for a 111% profit. That was another vertical credible put spread. So I closed that out today for 111% profit. I'm done. I'm out of the play. It's not that I don't think it'll keep going back up. It's just, after a big run up like this, I think the options are going to kind of, lose money to some volatility decay or some Vega decay. So called a IV crush or implied volatility crush. So I wanted to get out of the play. I think it's, pretty much maxed out on my profits as far as BABA. I could have held, till the end, but my max profit on it was 150%. I was pretty darn close to max profit. So why not just sell, take profits, and free up some cash to buy some other things? So that's what I did. In fact, I used some of that money today to buy MULN. So there you go. Okay. Anything else there? Anybody else talking about? Yeah, these two are pretty big. Let's talk about LendingClub real fast. So LendingClub, which is ticker LC. First of all, I have not looked at this stock in months, so I have no idea what's going on with it. We have no news. We also don't really have much of a movement. I mean, 4% seems like a lot, but in this market, it's really not. Do a quick technical analysis. We've got bullish on the RSI, bullish on the MACD, somewhat bullish on the candles, but not really. And then bearish still on the EMAs. So I call it 2 out of 4 bullish, maybe 2.5 out of 4 bullish. Not real strong. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ortex, just see what's going on with that. See if we got anything special. Again, no news, not super bullish on the technicals there. Ortex has got what do we got for Ortex? 1% utilization. It's not being shorted at all. Wow, that's not good. I mean, for a stock that's not being shorted to have this week of a momentum upward when the markets just rose like crazy. Honestly, everything together, this is extremely bearish. I would almost short LC. Seriously, I would almost buy a put option on this guy. Maybe try to get a put option for close down around like 13, 14 bucks. Like what are the put options running right now? This is single. Yeah, that's. I mean, the 15 for so. If you bought a single leg put option of 16, your break even would be 15. You might double your money on it. I think obviously a lot safer would be to do a vertical. So like if you did a vertical here, you'd be looking at, yeah, well, that's 50-50. Let's do just say this one. So midpoint's 50, same thing. Yeah, not a lot. What's the break even on that? Not great. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's really not a lot. The verticals aren't actually that great on this one, so I would just do a single leg. The bid-ask spreads are just too big. I would just do like a single leg put, like just buy a $16 put on it. Uh, it's pretty bearish. I hate to say it, but it really is. All right, let's see. The other one you wanted to talk about was what? SoFi, SOFI. Let's go take a look at that guy real fast. You know, same thing, guys. This is after the bull run we found in the market in the last week. This should be up a lot more. This is extremely bearish. And I personally cannot short SoFi. I'm long on this in my long-term portfolio. I cannot short it. It's just way too cheap, way too cheap. Yeah, I can't short it. Let's see just what's going on with it. SoFi shorts, 100% utilization still, obviously. You know, they got no reason to cover. This thing just keeps going down. They're not even pushing it down. I would just dollar cost average into it, honestly. I'm not buying anything right now because I'm still long-term bearish on the markets. But if I were buying stocks, I would dollar cost average into SOFI. Okay, let's see what else we got. Talked about all those. ARK thoughts. Guys, I'm not even going to bring up the chart. Look, ARK, fine, I'll bring up the chart. But I think I can't even say it. Like, how do I say this? I can't talk bad about somebody who's like a multi-billionaire or millionaire. I don't know how much Kathy Woods is worth, but she's worth a whole lot more than I am. I'll tell you that. I can't talk bad about her, but all I can say is her performance record, yeah, not been good. I'll just let the chart speak for itself. I'd stay away from it. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times this year she is literally sold at the dead bottom. I mean, so many times, like PayPal and PLTR, and I can't even remember what else she sold out of. So many times this year, she is literally sold at the dead bottom. I mean, man, she is just making like every mistake in the world lately. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Talked about Baba, LC, SoFi. Talked about all those. Anything else? Okay. All right. I'm going to use this as an all-inclusive penny stock talk. Okay. And by the way, the ticker is TOBAF. 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 Look, every single penny stock has this exact same chart right now, where they are just literally falling knives. That said, TOBAF is extremely undervalued. That goes for HLLPF. What else did I talk about? SWISF. Pretty much every penny stock I personally have talked about is just extremely undervalued. And the reason is we are in a very risk-off environment right now, where nobody wants to take any risk whatsoever. People are just selling everything. So when it comes to the penny stocks, just be patient. I will let you know I have not sold a single penny stock. My penny stock portfolio is down, I think, 35% on the year. I am not selling because I know that every single last one of these penny stocks are great companies. They are growing. They're going to do phenomenal things in the future. And once things turn around and people become risk on again, these stocks are going to take off and they're going to be some of the fastest growing and the first stocks to go up. So when it comes to my penny stock portfolio, I have not sold a single stock. I continue to hold TOBAF. I continue to hold HLLPF. I continue to hold SWISF. I continue to hold every single penny stock I've talked about, not sold a single one. I will not sell at the bottom. I am not going to capitulate. Not going to happen. This is the time to be buying. Now, I'm not buying in yet because, again, holding cash, not buying anything. I still think they might continue going lower, but there is no way I am selling right now. I'm not capitulating because these could literally turn around any day. Not going to happen. Okay, let's see what else we got. I know you guys are asking about NVIDIA and AMD. I don't know what's going on with them. I wish I did. I try to find some news, and I literally I don't understand why those two are going down. I wish I had a good answer for you, but I don't. I'm still researching that, and I really wish I knew the reason. So I wish I could help you guys out, but unfortunately, I don't know. Okay, so a couple of people asking about LCID. Now, we already talked about SoFi, so let's go look at LCID. Lucid Motors EV stock. I was shorting it up here, and then it rose, and then I got frustrated and moved on, and then as soon as I got frustrated and moved on, it tanked. But whatever. Right direction, bad timing. It happens sometimes. Wow, we literally hit this. Guys, I drew this line way the heck back here. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Bounce, 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 bounce. And this is extremely strong resistance on LCID. And what do you know? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Yeah, I don't think LCID will ever get below $21, like, or close below it, right? I don't think it'll ever close below $21. This is some of the strongest resistance I've ever seen on a stock before. But you know, LCID is going up with all the rest of the EV stocks lately, especially as places like the EU start to talk about, you know, getting off Russian gas, and they're trying to get everything moved over to electric. The only thing about LCID and like Rivian and some of those is they're very, very early EV stage companies, and they're going to have to do a lot of share offerings in order to grow. So this is going to have a lot of downward pressure over the next few months and years. It's going to have a very difficult stock to grow long term. I would not be holding this long term, but let's just take a quick look at the short term technicals. RSI is rising. That's bullish. MACD not only crossed way back here, but it's remained above it. Very, very bullish on the MACD. EMA's not bullish. They're still bearish. Candles are bullish. So we are 3 out of 4 on the technicals as far as being bullish. You know, mostly bullish, but not 100%. So short term, we're back up to this resistance line. It's kind of like almost every other stock I've talked about, and the market's overall bullish, but hitting resistance. Okay, not the best play, not one that I would touch right now. There's certainly better plays out there. Let's see what else we got. Where am I streaming on? YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter. I should be on all 3 right now. Okay, let's keep going, see if there's anything else other people have asked about. Let's see. Talked about a lot of those already. Let's see. I'm just trying to find other things like more than one people talking about. Okay, got a couple of requests for NNDM. Let's go look at this, guys. And by the way, guys, we can only go to 1 hour, so we got about 10 minutes left here. Oh, no way. Finally rising again. Man, I was in and out of this play nonstop last year. I made so much money on the stock, but I haven't touched it in months. Wow, this is looking bullish. You want to do technical analysis on this? You guys ready for this? You ready for this? Bullish, 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 bullish. 4 out of 4, 100% bullish on NNDM. Great stock to buy into right now. You know, this was heavily shorted. Let's go see what we got on Ortex for our NNDM. Let that pull up. By the way, if you guys don't know, I actually have a long-term position on this. Tiny, real small. I sold out of most of it, but still got a little bit of long-term. A very, very small position, like 100 shares or something. It's not much, but anyway. 68% utilization. Yeah, it's shorted, but not like insane. You know, it's interesting. This is gonna run into trouble. I can tell you that already. So basically, what happened is short sellers were taking profits up until Up until last week, short sellers were taking profits, but now look what's happening. Short sellers are jumping back in. So here's what's going to happen on this. I'll tell you what's going to happen. NADM is going to keep rising, and short sellers at some point are going to start piling in. Probably, I can't draw it in here, but I see a resistance already just with my eyeball. Let me pull up Webull, show you the resistance line. It's so clear. Pull this up right about right there. Let's make sure my touch points are here. Nope, gotta go a little bit lower, just a tad bit lower. There we go. Touch. Make sure, touch. Yep, right there. Okay, there we go. There's our resistance level on NADM. We actually bounced off of it today. So here's what's going to happen in NADM. Super bullish, but right now it is hitting not only really strong resistance, we've also got short sellers piling back in. So NADM is going to have a very difficult time going much higher. Yes, the technicals are 100% bullish, but it's going to hit some really strong resistance very soon. So I would actually wait. Let me think. I would wait to buy in until NADM gets above this. What is this? This is the 100-day EMA. I would wait to buy into NADM until it gets above the 100-day EMA. Now, if you bought down here, if you're up on this stock, I would sell. Like, this is something where I would sell. Again, not financial advice. Nothing is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just telling you what I would do. If I had bought it down here, I was up, I would sell. If I have not bought in yet, I would not buy in until we get above here, because above the 100-day EMA, which by the way is at $4.15, above the 100-day EMA, we have now gotten past this really strong resistance level, and we're free to continue higher. So that's kind of where we're at on that. Bullish, but hitting strong resistance. Okay, let's see. Got about 5 minutes left here. 5 minutes left. Just want to see. All right, quite a few people asking about the B, the N, the G, the O, the bingo, BioNano Genomics. Another one I remember making money on back here, and then sucks. Anyway, where are we at? We'll just do technicals real fast on this. Bullish. 100% bullish on BNGO. We'll just go look at the shorts real fast, see what was going on with that. BNGO. Come on, load it up. BioNano Genomics. Sorry, guys, I don't have time to go through much beyond the technicals. Utilization pegged at 100%. Woo-wee. All right, so this is going to be a lot like AMC and GME. Shorts can't short it anymore legally. But as it rises up, there's no downward pressure from shorts. So great stock to buy into. Not short squeezing yet, but we do have some great short squeeze potential. So this one is right up there with AMC and GME. Just great bullish stock. Probably a really good one to buy into with really no downward pressure that I can see for a while. So yeah, great stock to buy into, guys. I love it. Love BNGO. Super bullish on that one. Okay, got about 3 minutes left. Let's see what we can do. Man, trying to see if there's anything else. My face is very pink. Fix the color on your monitor. I'm definitely a white boy. I am not red. Okay, let's see. A couple of people have been asking about Disney. Let's do that one real fast. DIS. By the way, Disney is one that I'm waiting to buy into. I want to buy this for my kids in their, what do they call it? UMCA account? I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I want to buy this for my kids, but I'm waiting. I still think that by the time this bear market is over, we're going to be down to 120 or lower. I'm not buying in yet. Guys, look. bullish, bullish, bearish, bearish. So this is still bearish. This should have gone up a lot more given the recent run up we just had. This is really bearish, guys. I am not touching this. Still waiting. PE ratios at 31, still too high. Yep, don't like it, especially with the Shanghai park closing. If the pandemic starts spreading, and everybody thinks it will, this is going to keep going down. So not touching it, still waiting for 120 or below. I'm going to maintain my $120 buy-in price and my, call it $100 ideal buy-in price. So 120 buy-in or $100 ideal, still waiting on that one. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right, guys, we're going to end it. I don't really think anybody else has talked about anything else. We're done. I'm ending this live stream right here. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and click the bell icon, click all so that you can get notified when I release my next video. If you are not already, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/realscottcurry. I get all my buys and plays up there free of charge. If you're not following me on Rumble, that's my backup channel. Go ahead and follow me on Rumble at rumble.com/stockcurry. And let's see, what else? Oh, go get your 5 free stocks worth up to $9,600 on Webull, but you got to deposit at least $1 before the end of this month. You got a few days left on that. Oh yeah, you can go sign up for the VIP Discord. On the VIP Discord, that's where you find out about everything I buy and sell before I place the trade. I also explain why I'm buying and selling. So everybody on there knew about my BABA sell before I actually did it. Everybody up there knew like a good 30 minutes before my MULN put spread went through. Everybody knew that I placed it like 30 minutes before it actually filled. So if you guys want to know what I'm buying and selling so you can get in on the plays and join us, go sign up for the VIP Discord at stockcurry.vip/VIP. We are making money. Come join us and make money, guys. I want to help you guys out. I want to help you make money in this bear market because, man, there is so much money to be made. All right. Everything else, links are on stockcurry.vip. So go check that out. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you have a lot of success trading. I'll see you tomorrow, and I will fix this title and make that for Wednesday because obviously tomorrow is Wednesday, not Thursday. Thank you guys so much for joining, and good night.